Hello everyone. Now this has been bugging me for the longest time. Let's test this 35mm DX lens on a full frame body. So here it is, the Nikon 35mm 1.8G DX on a Nikon D610 full frame camera. Let's start with the biggest question of them all. Does it cover a full frame sensor? Well, sort of. Stick around to find out if it may work for you and how to mod it to make it even better. We have to begin by explaining how this lens focuses. It is back focused, so that means the last element slides around, as you can see on screen. This means that as the glass element sinks more and more into the barrel, the light finds it more difficult to reach the corners of the sensor. Where is this a problem? Well, the glass element is at the lowest point when focused at infinity, which means that as you focus further and further away, you get more and more vignetting. Stopping down the lens or increasing the f number yields in a sharper vignette, so even more unusable photos. Let me explain. Wide open at f1.8, it does cover the full sensor, even at infinity, but it does gradually get more and more vignetting up to f5.6, which is the last f-stop you can use this lens with, and still get a decent result after vignette compensation in Lightroom. At more than f5.6, you start to lose the edges of the frame. When focused closely, this lens has little to no vignetting. Now, is this such a big problem? Well, not necessarily. If you find yourself doing portraits or close-up work in general, up to 5 to 6 meters away, then you won't see a problem and the lens is easily corrected for. If you want to do landscape, please look elsewhere. Another use case for this is if you're going to crop anyway the photos. Even at a small 1.14 crop, which turns the 24 megapixel image from this camera to a 21 megapixel image, gets rid of any vignetting and yields a picture that looks like it had been taken with a 40mm f2 Voigtlander lens. Now, for everyone that hasn't looked away, and for those that still want this cheap lens on an FX body, listen up. You can reduce even more the vignetting by removing the plastic barrel on top of the last element, and that will leave the inside dangerously exposed for dust to get in, but you will get a reduction in the vignetting shown here. Now, you will need to take out these 3 screws and pry slowly at the cap. This is just a plastic piece that serves no particular purpose other than protection, so there is no structural hazard in doing so. Try it out, it might make your world a lot better. Well, and for those people that choose to get a 35mm for the cheap, you can still get this crazy good Yongnuo 45mm f2n lens, which is dirt cheap, maybe even cheaper than this Nikon prime lens, and it does the job, no vignetting. Get it, it's brilliant. That is all. I'll leave a gallery of photos so you can check how vignette is affecting the image in the real world at different states. All camera settings will be listed. These are JPEGs straight out of camera. So thank you for watching and have a good one.